Hello friends and welcome to Vlogmas Day 4. It is Wednesday and I'm tired, but I'm starting off the day. I just finished editing the monthly favorites video and now I just imported the footage from the camera here for Vlogmas Day 3. So I need to edit that, then I can eat breakfast, then I will get ready for the day and then I'll start work unless I have other time to do other things. Which Vlogmas, actually it's more likely, it's mostly my computer's fault. It's been having some issues with iMovie lately, which is what I use to edit my videos. I've been having issues with storage on my computer. I do have my hard drive, but sometimes when you start making a lot more files, so I do a lot of different movie projects for Vlogmas because there's day 1, day 2, day 3, they're all different. It stores all of those temporarily, so I have to clear that kind of stuff out. I have to restart my computer a lot to clean out the files, and today I said I didn't have room, and I knew it had room because I got rid of everything else, so I had to restart and then wait, and then restart and then wait, and then it finally figured itself out. So I got to put the SD card back in the camera so I could start filming again. I do have multiple SD cards, I just don't like to have them all out because I don't want to lose any of them. But right now, while I'm waiting for stuff to import and all that stuff, I am actually just shopping, online shopping some more. We have a Kohl's coupon and Kohl's cash to use, so I am surfing the interwebs here for some things to buy my friends for Christmas, my family for Christmas. Sam and I are pretty much done shopping for each other. We pretty much finished that up through Cyber Monday. We know pretty much what everyone's getting, at least ourselves, what we're getting for Christmas, but that's okay. We'll see what else happens, but I'm currently looking through Kohl's to find things like stocking stuffers and, I don't know, clothing items for other people. Poppy's here to help me on the couch. She is just being so precious. My hard drive's here. I put it in an anti-static bag so nothing bad can happen to it, and she's just cuddling right here. So cute. But I'm going to keep working on this and catch up with you guys in a little bit. So I wanted to tell you guys a little bit more about what goes into editing. So here you can see I have 43 minutes of footage just for Vlogmas Day 3. It actually imports here in iMovie. So what I'm doing is actually listening to all of it. Now luckily, since I'm editing pretty shortly after the fact of filming it, I pretty much remember if there's stuff I need to cut out or not, which is convenient. But if it is something that is a little bit older, sometimes I have to go back and watch the whole thing again. So I have to watch a 43-minute video sometimes multiple times just to get the right cuts in. Luckily for this one, I know it's a really long clip. I think this one's 17 minutes. But I'm pretty confident that everything's okay in it. I was just listening to it while I was doing some other computer things, and that's one way I tend to find it. Now, there were some out of focus parts in here, but I mean, there's no way I can go back and refilm them. It's not too bad. It's just focusing on the background a little bit, and I don't mind it. So I'm going to cut these last 2 clips and then get to uploading this video, which will take probably about an hour. But I'm also working on the back end, so the details for the video I just uploaded, which is my November 2019 favorites. So here's my description box. A lot of this is already filled out thanks to YouTube's settings. You can have an automatic description box filled out, but I have to fill in the top section, my mentions in this video. Then I have to go down here and do the products featured section, which usually takes the longest, mainly because I mentioned so many different types of products that I have to go to different online stores to find the links for them. So what I do is I generally Google them at Amazon first because I am an Amazon affiliate to see if I can find a link there. Then I go on to just plain old Google, or I'll go through one of my other scrapbooking affiliates if it is a scrapbooking product. So if it was an adhesive, I could go to scrapbook.com and search it and get an affiliate link. I also have to figure out a thumbnail. Now, I don't mind this thumbnail. I mean, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. They do give you some options down here. So I could go with one of these instead, but these are clearly not any better. This one's fine if it weren't for my mouth. But I think this one's the best without me having to go ahead and do one. So I think that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to finish getting all of these other links pulled in. So I need to go get those, and then this one will be ready to go live at 11. It's currently on the wrong playlist. Oh, that's not the playlist. There aren't any playlists for my favorites, but I'm thinking about making one. As you can see, I have a ton of playlists. If you guys have not checked out my playlist before on my channel, definitely go do that. I mean, there's tons in there. It's scheduled, it's ready to go. I have to fix the title. I do a different format for my titles than most people do. And essentially how I do this is I'll have the new video open in one tab, and then I open my other video in another tab. So for example, I wanted to pull in this link. So instead of writing it out again, I'll just copy and paste it to the new one here. So this is where I pasted it. But this will take me a little bit longer to finish, and then after that I'm going to get dressed and then just hop right on to work. So I probably won't check in with you guys until lunchtime. I would say it's finally lunchtime, but it's actually not. It's 1:30 now. I haven't had a chance to eat lunch yet. I do have it in the oven though. I'm just heating up some of the leftovers from a night we went out. I don't remember. It must have been last week, but I'm heating those up. I'm actually going to have a working lunch day because I have so much to do, and there's just a lot going on. So I will be working through lunch, not relaxing today, which is fine. That happens. So I'm going to do that. I just posted, well, I guess at 11, the favorites video went up, and I wanted to tell you guys that I am burning the candle that I did have in that favorites, and it smells so good, so cinnamony. And again, it's the Fall Festival candle from Candle Essentials at Kohl's. So that's great. Another thing that we're doing tonight, which I don't know if I mentioned, but I know I did yesterday, we're going to the movies tonight because I think it's called Last Christmas. The one with Amelia and, oh, I don't remember that guy's name. He was in Crazy Rich Asians. She was in Game of Thrones. What's her last name? Amelia Clarke. That Christmas movie, we want to go see that before it's out of theaters near us. So we're going tonight, and we also want to stop by Kohl's. I have returned for Michael's to take back. I'm hoping it'll all fit in, but busy day. So I'm going to take my lunch out of the oven, eat while I'm working, and hopefully it all goes as planned, and maybe I'll get out of work a little bit early since I'm not taking a lunch break now. But yeah, it's still pretty cold out. I'm wearing my Christmas sweater. It says "Oh Snap." It's kind of funny. It's from Old Navy. A couple years ago we got this, I think, for $2, and I was like, it's cute, I'll wear it. So I'm going to eat now and then work the rest of my day away. Officially done with work for today. I am so tired, but I am going to get on my laptop. Like I said, I think I said this earlier, but we have a really good coupon, and I have Kohl's Cash, so I need to figure out what we're going to spend it on because the coupon ends today. Kohl's Cash ends very soon. Actually, it doesn't end until the 9th, but today's the 4th, so I need to figure out what I want to do with it. And then we're going to the movies later. So I guess I'll probably talk to you guys once we're finally on our way to the movies. If I have time before Sam gets home when we leave, I'll edit my Thursday video so that I can get that done and ready for tomorrow, because I don't want to do it in the morning because Vlogmas has been taking forever to edit in the morning because they're so long. So I'm going to keep this short and update you guys once we leave to go do something fun. I'm here to bring you guys a riveting update. As I sit on my laptop, my cat insists on attacking the Christmas tree. Yes, our Christmas tree is inside of a kiddie pool. Yes, we own a kiddie pool because we have cats who like to splish and splash in water. And when I say that, I mean just in their water bowls. If we filled that thing up with water, they'd never get in it. But she is underneath there. Poppy's underneath there, trying to crawl up into the tree and whack every ornament she can. And it's her little hideout, and I don't blame her, but let's not whack the ornaments. Or take a bath. Pools are not for baths. Well, I guess they are, but she's so funny. Okay, I'm gonna get back to work now. We just made it home from the movies, and Kohl's ran the errand. I did forget to pack my ornaments to return to Michael's, so we'll have to do that some other time. I think they might have been closed by the time we got out of the movie. It's 9:15 now. I think, okay, let's start with what the movie. So we saw Last Christmas. Really cute movie. Of course I cried. I think it's going out of theaters really soon, so if you haven't seen it yet, I would recommend seeing it. It's a nice Christmassy movie. Not super Christmassy. Well, I guess it was super Christmassy. But it was a nice storyline. Really cute. Great actors and actresses in it. Definitely check it out if you're interested. I gotta write it down on my bullet journal list for the movies I've seen. My hair is whack from leaning on Sam during the movie, but there weren't that many people there, but I'm pretty sure there were 2 people in the row we were supposed to be in, and they were sitting right next to our seats, but when we booked the seats, there was no one in that row. So I think they might have movie hopped or something. So we just sat in a different row. And like I said, there weren't that many people there, but it was really good. I ate my entire box of candy. So yes, yummy. We didn't get any popcorn because there was no one there. It was like a ghost town when we showed up. So I figured the popcorn wouldn't be that fresh. So I decided not to get any. But it was a really good movie. And then we went over to Kohl's to pick up my order that I had. The rest of it's shipping online. So that's good. Christmas shopping's pretty much complete. Maybe a couple things here and there, but I think I'm pretty much done Christmas shopping. The wrapping's gonna start soon, so if you guys like wrapping montages, get ready because I have a lot of wrapping to do. And to send out the gifts I need to send out in the mail, and do my Christmas cards, which haven't even thought of how many I need to send out. I need to make my list for that, but it's been a pretty short day. Kind of trying to keep some of these vlogs shorter than others. I know that I talked about some fun stuff you guys liked hearing about yesterday, and I know I've shown you the behind the scenes on some stuff, so I thought I'd show you guys the behind the scenes on editing this before I end the vlog. So I'm going to hop up my computer and show you guys how it works when I take the footage off and all that kind of stuff. So I'll be right back to show you guys that. So the first step that comes with editing my Vlogmas is transferring the footage from my SD card to my computer. So in order to do that, I plug in my SD card to my computer. It goes directly in, nothing too crazy. And then I open my files and take them out of their folder and put them onto my computer. Depending on how many files there are, it can take a little bit of time, but essentially what I do is I have them organized in several folders depending on the type of video. These ones go into my face-to-face folder in my other video folder tab so that I can keep Vlogmas organized, and they'll go in the Day 4 folder. So if you guys don't know, Vlogmas is every single day, so if you're interested in sticking around, definitely subscribe. And I'm sorry this is a little bit slow, I was doing this with one hand. So once they're in there, I just highlight them all and bring them over. Now this is a Mac, so things work a little bit differently on a Windows computer. So you can see here for these clips, it'll take less than a minute to copy them all over, but depending on what camera I use, if I used my phone, if I used my DSLR, or if there's lots of files, it could take quite a bit of time depending on that. So once those are transferred over, then I have to work on importing them into my software to edit them. So I take them off of my SD card as soon as I'm done, make sure there's no other files I need on there for this particular video, leave the rest on my SD card, that's just how I like to keep them so there's not too much on my computer, eject the SD card, and then I'll be able to put that back in my camera to show you guys the ending of the vlog. Then I create a new project and go and grab those files from where I just imported them onto my computer. So I grab the files from the specific day as well as my intro. That way I'm ready to go and have all the files I need to sit down and edit. Normally I can preview those in that screen above, but since I had my intro selected first, it was just a green screen. So here I'm going to drag in my intro first. I already have music attached to this because it's its own file, so you'll see the music there on the bottom bar. And essentially this works similar to Movie Maker, or how Movie Maker used to work at the very least when I did use it. And I select all my clips and drag them onto the timeline. Now this particular vlog didn't have a lot of outcuts or outtakes, so I didn't have to edit too much, but what I do edit for all of the clips that have live audio is essentially I'll select them all minus my intro since that's already perfect, I already created that in a different file, is I'll use the tools within iMovie to auto touch up my audio and also get rid of background noise. So that's what I'm doing up here, auto tone, and then auto reduce the background noise. These really help with camera noises and other things in the background. What's also nice is I can do this for voiceovers too, so once I'm done with this voiceover, I'll be able to go in and edit the background noises out, say my cat's close to me and making noise, or say there's something outside that happened that was really loud. I'll be able to edit that out much more easily than having to do a couple takes. So here's where the fun part starts. I have 11 minutes of footage, as you can see on the timestamp there at the top. And essentially what I do is I scroll through everything to make sure there's nothing terribly wrong with the audio, so no huge spikes. And then I look at some of these breaks to make sure there wasn't a time I was just sitting there. Now I did just film this day of, so I'm pretty sure that there weren't any outtakes or anything I had to be aware of. But if it's older footage, sometimes I have to watch it through a few times. And if you guys have ever watched videos of yourself, you'll know it's really cringy and awkward because you think you've made a lot of mistakes versus an outsider who might not know that you've made a mistake and said something wrong or incorrect. So here's where I start making cuts and start shortening or lengthening my videos. Most often it's shortening. I have to cut the start and end points because the camera makes a noise when I click the button, or something happens and my eye contact's not great, or my ending face isn't great. So you'll see I'm dragging parts of these in, which is just trimming the clips to the correct audio points. So as I go through all of the clips, I do this first. I trim the edges. Like I said, I didn't have to watch this whole thing through. Here I'm watching part of it. I turned up my volume to see how the ending was, because even though it shows me audio there, that doesn't mean I want it all in there. So depending on how chatty I've been, I might need to cut parts of my audio out. Depending on what's going on in the environment around me, I might need to cut something out. Say Sam didn't know I was filming and he said something, so then I had to do a retake. So I'll keep the first half of that take and then take out a different part. He wasn't home during most of these clips, so that wasn't an issue this time, but it has been an issue in the past where I have had to cut pieces of my film and sort of splice them together so that you guys didn't know a difference, and then it looked like my sentence continued, whereas I literally had to take out half of my sentence because there was an interruption of some sort. And sometimes it's just that I don't know what to say. I've had lots of empty spaces in my videos as well, where I just sit and think about what I'm going to say while the video's recording. I would say I have a bloopers reel, but I really don't have that many bloopers that I wish to share with everyone. If they were funny, I'd be happy to share, but they're just me sitting there not knowing what to say. But it does happen occasionally. So here I have two clips that don't need any audio, and these are the two that we were at the movies. I took two clips while the previews had already started, so in order to not get copyrighted, I don't want to take the risk, so I just get rid of the audio on these two clips, the one of me and Sam and then the one of my candy, and I bring in a different piece of audio. Now I get all of my copyright-free music from the YouTube community studio. They have a music studio that you can get copyright-free music, and that's where this is from. It's just called Hip Hop Christmas. I add in a fade in and a fade out, and then I lower the volume so it's not super harsh against the natural tone of my voice in the other clips surrounding this. I listen to it through to make sure that it sounds okay. Sometimes the audio clips can change drastically between the start and the end of the song, so I want to make sure that I have a good clip and that it's not too long and the music's not too repetitive in that short span of these two clips. And I know you guys probably just watched all this footage, so it's a little awkward to watch me edit the stuff you just watched, but it does make sense in the end. So after it is fully edited, then I can save it and render it out to my computer. Usually I select 1080p if possible. Vlogmas, if there's clips on my phone, goes down to 720p, which is okay, it's still nice. And then I will save it to my computer, and this can take up to an hour. Rendering does take a bit of time depending on how long the video is and what the quality is. Vlogmas only takes about 20 to 30 minutes to render, so not too bad. Then I can upload it to YouTube when it's done. Here I'm just selecting a random clip to show you guys what it might look like. This is about a 2-minute clip, so you'll be able to see how it functions once you click upload. And this is a new uploader for YouTube. So there is a 0% upload status on the bottom, and that'll soon change to 8 minutes, but while I'm waiting, usually it takes up to an hour depending on if I'm doing a 1080p video, so higher quality, or if it's a longer video, say an hour or so. I fill in my description box, my title, then I move on to other items. So if I have affiliate links I need to put in, if there's a collaboration I need to put all of those associated links in. I need to make a thumbnail if I want to. Most of the time I don't make a thumbnail. I'm not huge on custom thumbnails because I think it takes a lot of work and it's not worth the effort. If you guys want to watch it, you'll watch it, and my thumbnail shouldn't sway you too much. I add it to playlists if I want to add it to a playlist. Vlogmas has its own playlist, so I always make sure to add my Vlogmas videos to that. If it's a certain card type or a different collection or something, it'll be added into its appropriate playlist. Then with the new COPPA rules, we have to make sure that we're complying with the COPPA Act. So yes, it's made for kids, or no, it's made for kids. Currently, all of my videos say no, they're not made for kids. But if you guys have not read up on COPPA yet, which is the Child Online Privacy and Protection Act, I highly encourage you to do so, and I'll have links down below for you guys to check it out. There's a lot going on with it, and I'm really hoping it changes in the course of the next few weeks before the new year and it really gets implemented, and people could get their channels really up in arms about all this stuff that can change so drastically. We can lose our comment sections, we can lose our notifications, we can lose so much because of these very vague rules. So check that out if you're interested in learning more, because it could affect a YouTuber you know and love. I'm hoping the crafty community is safe, and I hope that new regulations come out soon. So once my video is up and going, I can check my monetization and my video elements. Nothing too crazy. All of my videos are monetized to help promote my channel and to get more money to put back into my channel. And then I can schedule my video. So that is how everything goes. And again, the upload can take up to an hour or longer. I've had 2-hour uploads before, and I just have to leave my computer open while it uploads, so not too bad. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing a little bit more about my editing process. Again, that was just an example for Vlogmas, and my process videos are a bit different to edit with the voiceover and all of that kind of stuff. But I hope you guys did enjoy that and find it interesting. And I hope you guys enjoyed day 4 of Vlogmas. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you have any more questions about editing or filming, please leave them down below. I'd be happy to talk about them in a future Vlogmas. And I am doing a Q&A later in Vlogmas, so leave your questions down below as always. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!